I became a Work for Life instructor in 2022 and then started training people in our areas where Sozo serve, and that is in Nakauka, in Ngongoro parishes, which are under Justine Council, Wakiso district. We do community mobilization in first place. So we mobilize through the local leaders because we don't do it alone. We get the favorable days for them when to meet, because these are old people, they're not young. So we don't dictate for them. So after agreeing on which dates, and then we start classes. So every week we meet, we do one module.
The word work for life inspired me itself. I knew that I would get something that I would add into my life that would make me move on. I had no skills of managing the business, so I could just do anything anyhow. I was stuck somewhere. I was stuck with 500 birds for some good time, for like 4 to 3 years. But when I joined Work for Life, I found myself saving some money, and then I added on 700 birds. When we're in classes, they motivate us. However small you are, you can grow bigger. So that motivated me and actually made me start up something smaller that made me go to the 700 birds. That is the motivation we got mainly. Because by the time they found me, I had 500 birds. I saved a little money and then got 27 croilers. With those 27 croilers, I kept on telling my teacher I must get the 700 birds out of the 27 croilers. And indeed, at the end of the year, I had it.
There are some topics that I've seen standing out and that have benefited the students a lot. I'm seeing the business planning, customer care, decision making.
Business planning had many aspects, because you cannot start a business without planning. You need to know how much you need for that business. You need to know who are going to be your customers. That is your market. You need to know how are you going to get the profits. So basically, business planning wrapped everything out. I learned how to record my business. Like I record my expenditure, my income, and get to know whether I'm making profits or not. And again, I learned a major thing of saving, because when you save, at least you get to invest more money in your business.
I started with nothing, just feathers and faith. 2 hands in the backyard, a dream taking shape. The nights will...
After learning the business planning session, I had to go back on the drawing board. I had to sit down and do something. I had to still sit down and plan ahead. After getting this, what can I do out of this money? I still had to go on, reinvest the money I got out of the 200 broilers. I brought 300 broilers.
Like the sunrise lighting all I know, from 1 to 10, then 50.
After applying that knowledge I acquired from Work for Life, at least I've seen some good changes. Because I managed to get the 700 broilers. That was my target for last year. When I realized these changes, the business had grown bigger. I could not manage it on my own. So I had to get in more 2 people to help me with my business. One person would help me with the piggery, then another one would help me with poultry. And it has really changed my life. I can afford to pay school fees for my children. I can afford to feed well my children. And I can sustain my home as well. In fact, when Work for Life came into our lives, or in my life, it changed everything. We get to learn many aspects of business. So if Work for Life didn't come in my life, I would still be stuck where it found me. But we thank God, we thank Sozo for having brought that program of Work for Life to at least educate us more about entrepreneurship that has really helped me as a single mother to go on.
The program in general has impacted the community, or the communities, not only those ones we serve in, but other communities where Work for Life is. Parents are able to pay tuition for their children. And as an organization, that is our stand. That is what we want. We want to empower a parent. We are seeing financial or household income increase as a result of Work for Life. And we are seeing people forming, establishing businesses, whether on small scale or on large scale. So as me personally, Work for Life has also helped me, impacted me as an instructor. I've been inspired by my students. They have not only learned from me, but I've also learned from them. And as a result, I've also started a poultry farm.
Challenges are there, and especially with poultry, it is thefty. A lot of thieves. Another problem is price differences or the market. Especially me who is doing poultry, the egg prices keep on changing.
Work for Life taught me how to make the day, from broken baskets to building a plan.
My relationship with my students is very, very good. I can say, whereby a student is open to me, to tell me the challenges, to tell me the opportunities, to ask me in case there's an advice that is needed.
Personally, I was surprised because he's a youth, but he dealt with mature people like me, and he would make us listen to him. He's respectable, he's friendly, and he encourages us to apply what he teaches us. And most especially, he goes on and then try to visit us, see what are you doing? Are you people still doing something? He even encouraged us to open up a saving group, and that saving group is doing well.
Fellow instructors, I encourage you to bond with your students. Motivate them, be friendly with them, become a part of them, visit them. That way they'll be motivated and they know, yeah, we have someone caring. We have someone who not only have a class with us, but is also part of us.
People who have not received those sessions from Work for Life, I would advise them, if they get a chance, let them take it, let them take in, because it's a chance that you would not find everywhere. It's a chance that where you would acquire knowledge, because if you don't have that knowledge, even if you have capital, you cannot go on. If you get to pass through Work for Life classes, go apply the knowledge you've got and you will succeed.